You'll notice one of the other pieces that we have, I mentioned earlier David Sparks, for example, being able to post an article, but you have the ability to post questions here as well. Whatever topic you want, questions, articles, announcement, or the general is where David's link currently resides. So if you have any questions, any further questions for today, post them on there. I'll be more than happy to answer them directly on there. That way, everyone has the advantage of seeing the answers as well. So we won't lose this interactivity, if you will. And the way to post it simply is add a discussion. Right here, you would add a discussion title, close to your question or your comment, and then you choose a category. The categories were what you saw on the previous page. So you have questions, articles, announcements, or general. You can even upload files if you want.
And the address is octoasters.org?
No, it is not. It is octoasters.ning.com.
.ning.com.
Correct.
N-I-N-G.
Events.
N-I-N-G, yes.
Events are any of our meetings, conferences, whatnot. We also have the ability to feature events. We currently have 2 events featured, the OC Toasters Holiday Extravaganza and auction meeting for December 7th. In the events, you have the ability to actually set up RSVP capabilities. By default, everybody needs to RSVP. It's simply a checkbox that you would uncheck if you didn't want people to do that. And that's what we've done, for example, for the individual club meetings. But this is great, for example, for holiday, the holiday extravaganza that we have, to get a list of exactly who's going to attend. I think Clement and Phil are, so far, the only 2 people that I've seen that have gone through that RSVP. And you have a question, Clement?
Yeah, well, only because we're running on time.
Sir?
On the documents part, are
Yes,
we
sir.
going to have a blank agenda, a blank forms?
And that's where, exactly, that's actually, that answers Phil's question too, so I'll get to that right now. Under documents right now, we have the templates set up. It'll take a moment to load. And we can add any other documents, including the schedule that you were referring to. So if you click on templates, you'll actually notice all the latest documents already loaded. So all you need to do is just download each one of these.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so the key there is putting the right title on them so everybody will understand what they are, right?
Correct, yeah.
Because you
Yeah, right now, I simply uploaded the documents as we have them,
Right.
with the ref
Right.
number on them as well.
Are we gonna be able to put the schedule up there too?
Yes, you can. It wouldn't be,
But can
you
we-
don't want to place it under templates, you probably want to place it directly under OC Toasters documents. And Phil, I'll work with you to show you how this can be done.
Because that would be awesome if we could,
I'm sorry?
instead of having to look for an email, if we could look here, that'd be great.
Correct, yeah. So if you ever want to see the latest schedule, you simply go to the site. You don't rely on getting an email or
Exactly.
asking for it to be emailed out to you. Thank you for that question. Media, so I'll just mention this, that you have the ability to update photos and videos. Fairly straightforward. Videos is a little bit difficult because you only have the limit up to 100 megs. The way we were getting around that and how Scott is posting it, he posts them to YouTube and simply embeds the YouTube player on our site. If you have questions on how to do that, come see me or post a question directly on the site and I'll be happy to answer them.
So I'm in YouTube?
You're on YouTube.
Oh my God.
By the way, that's the reason why I'm only using first names when I'm putting information up there. So I'm not putting on last names.
Does that go out worldwide?
It is accessible worldwide.
You now have your own brand all over YouTube. The
God, I
contact
better go buy
page
some clothes.
is still loading at this point, but it's a way for our guests to be able to contact the VP of membership. They will be able to put in their name, email address, subject line, any message or whatnot, and can simply press send. Our VP of membership receives that email and can respond.
Do I get an email?
You get an email. OCToasters.ning, N-I-N-G.com. I have a red card.
How can we extend your time
Extend my time.
to finish this?
I
Well,
don't know.
you can go over and not be voted.
Question,
Yeah.
question.
So I'll tell you this, as far as the administration portion is concerned, there are just a couple of things I'll highlight for you. You can change we can change a banner if we want to, the color scheme and whatnot. Also, as far as members are concerned, band members, make announcements for everyone that's a member of the website. whether they're a member of the club group or not. So if we want to send out a message, for example, inviting everyone to a particular event, we have the ability to do that under the administration as well. So with that, let me switch back. I think we've gone through, we've already answered a lot of questions.
Just a quick question on posting the things in the Adobe format.
Yeah.
Can any of us do that or only the administrator?
The
Like
Adobe-
when Lisa hates things when she posts them.
No, right now, it's anyone that has a Box.net account. So what I've done to get around that, I've created that generic account, OC Toasters, and I'll be able to share that information with whoever needs to update the documents so they can log in directly on this site as opposed to going to Box.net to upload the documents. Just a quick overview of what we've done, and I think I will be running over, I apologize for this.
evaluation short.
Thank you. We've gone over how you can invite, and under my page, what you're able to view. For the collaboration part, you have the ability for viewing the members, your friends or your connections. Groups is the biggest thing that you have to remember, because that's the way for you to be able to distribute information to everyone else within the club. Forum for posting any of your questions or any other discussion items you want to share with everyone. Events is where we place our calendars, conferences, whatnot that need to be announced to everyone. On the media, right now, we have the ability to post photos and video. Music is an option. I don't know if that really makes sense for our club. But it's certainly something that can be changed under the administration. That's one of the applications that can be added on. We have the ability to view and upload documents, and of course a contact us page. I'll skip over the administration since we didn't really go through it.
I'm confused.
Oh, I know. There we go. So just a final note, as far as some people I'd like to thank. Susie Stojanovsky, who came up originally with the idea of making this presentation. Without her, I wouldn't have been able to go through this and help answer your questions. Roger, and this is a reminder, Roger, that you need to upload your picture. Otherwise, you will always be anonymous. Carlene for opening up her spot so I can speak today. Thank you. And Scott for the equipment, as well as making the switches with Carlene for next week. Lastly, of course, Steve and Phil for getting me involved with the development of the site and also all the content. And of course, Cliff for arranging this meeting, making the schedule flexible enough so that I can make the presentation. With that, I get to go back.
You've made it a lot easier for the next Toastmasters coming up. Okay, so